The retail investment strategy has indeed some complexities to it, starting from the concept of the price benchmark for investment funds to be developed by European authorities. The concept of value for money is not new and exists already in the US and the UK, but not in such a complex form. The proposed price benchmark should identify at the European level an average cost for products with similar performance and similar risks. And the price benchmark attracted criticism from all fronts, starting from the European Fund and Asset Management Association, EFAMA, which publicly asked to scrap out entirely the benchmarks from the proposal, on the basis that they would narrow the vision on cost only.